Welcome to A Radical Guide's Resistance in Focus, where we highlight pivotal moments in the history of resistance against oppression in brief segments. I'm Jason Bayless, and today we're exploring Shays Rebellion. Shays Rebellion was an armed uprising in western Massachusetts between 1786 and 1787. The rebellion was primarily fueled by the economic struggles of rural farmers, many of whom were veterans of the American Revolution. Facing crippling debt, high taxes, and aggressive debt collection practices, these farmers, led by Daniel Shays, took up arms to fight against what they saw as unjust economic policies imposed by the state government. This rebellion highlighted the deep economic inequalities and discontent simmering beneath the surface of the newly formed United States. The rebellion began on August 29, 1786, when Shays and his fellow rebels, known as Shaysites, started to forcibly close courthouses to prevent judges from seizing the land of indebted farmers. Their actions escalated, leading to a march on the federal arsenal at Springfield in January 1787. Though unsuccessful in seizing the arsenal, the rebellion sent shockwaves through the nation. The inability of the Massachusetts government to swiftly suppress the uprising exposed the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation, directly contributing to the Constitutional Convention of 1787 and the drafting of a stronger federal government. Shays' Rebellion had profound and lasting impacts on the trajectory of the United States. The rebellion underscored the need for a more robust federal government capable of maintaining order and addressing economic grievances. This realization was a driving force behind the creation of the U.S. Constitution, which sought to balance state and federal powers while ensuring greater economic stability. In the long term, the rebellion also served as a powerful reminder of the potential for economic inequality to spark civil unrest, a lesson that continues to resonate today. One lesser-known aspect of Shays' Rebellion is that Daniel Shays and many of his followers were eventually pardoned, highlighting the complex aftermath of their uprising. While their immediate resistance was suppressed, their economic justice demands were recognized. The Massachusetts legislature, acknowledging the legitimacy of the grievances brought forward by the rebellion, passed laws providing some debt relief and tax reductions in the following years. This outcome illustrates an important truth about social movements. Even when a rebellion seems to fail, it can still lead to significant changes. Shays and his fellow rebels' actions forced those in power to address the deep economic inequalities that had been ignored for too long. Their struggle underscored the idea that, through collective action, ordinary people can challenge and influence the systems that govern their lives. Therefore, the legacy of Shays' Rebellion is not only in the laws that were changed, but in the enduring lesson that resistance, no matter how daunting the opposition, can ignite discussions and reforms that might otherwise never happen. The courage of those who stand up against injustice, even in the face of overwhelming adversity, has a ripple effect that can reshape society and inspire future generations to continue the fight for fairness and equality. However, another crucial lesson from Shays' Rebellion is how quickly systems of power move to reclaim their control in the wake of such challenges. The fear provoked by the rebellion among the ruling elite directly contributed to the Constitutional Convention of 1787, where efforts were made to strengthen both state and federal powers. This response aimed to ensure that future uprisings could be more effectively suppressed and that the interests of the wealthy and powerful could be better protected. The swift reaction to the rebellion underscores a persistent reality. While grassroots movements can force significant changes, those in power are often equally quick to reinforce their control and mitigate the impact of such challenges. The tension between the push for justice and the pull of entrenched authority is a dynamic that continues to shape the struggle for equality and fairness in societies around the world. Shays' Rebellion was a catalyst for significant changes in the early United States, highlighting the importance of economic justice and the dangers of ignoring the needs of the working class. This historic site continues to inspire ongoing movements advocating for fair economic practices. Thank you for joining us on Resistance in Focus. To learn more about Shays' Rebellion and other sites of resistance, visit A Radical Guide at radicalguide.com. If you appreciate our work and want to support our projects, consider making a tax-deductible donation. Your support helps us continue highlighting and preserving the stories of resistance that shape our world. And remember, follow ideas, not people.